up. I know he's been frustrated with his performance, but it's just so hard to count the guy out. I mean, he comes up with big performances, and a lot of that is his attitude and the way he keeps himself in a positive frame of mind, believing in himself, loving to play the game, all the things that we really think are valuable. He embodies that.
All right, Noah Cameron today, who got the only win in Philadelphia last year in that 3-game series in September. Cristopher Sanchez for the Phillies. Interesting, he was in the middle of a 4-year contract with the Phillies, and they just added 6 more years in spring training this year, so they must have seen something coming. He ended up having, earlier this year, the longest scoreless streak in Major League history for a lefty, and he's been about as good as any left-hander in the National League.
Yeah, he's talented. I mean, he's got deception. He throws a ton of strikes. I think he's got like a 2% walk rate. He's got a high strikeout rate. He's got a really plus changeup, and he challenges guys. The delivery's a little bit deceptive. The velo is in the mid-90s. He's got all the weapons to get people out. You have to beat him in the zone because he's not going to beat himself.
There have been 2 lefties in this series for the Phillies. Jesus Luzardo, who pitched really well here on Saturday. I remember game 1 was Saturday, not Friday. 2 guys who were not great right away in the big leagues. He took a while to kind of get some traction, and now he's one of the best lefties in the National League. And the same with Sanchez. He had 3 years in the big leagues where he really didn't do a whole lot. His last 3 have been really good. It's really difficult, isn't it, when you have a pitcher that has stuff? When do you cut the cord, and when do you stick with them longer, and hopefully they finally hit their stride?
Well, it's tough to pitch and it's tough to play in the big leagues. And some guys, it's a lot of it's the mental maturity that goes along with believing in yourself, understanding that you can get big league hitters out all the time, or from a hitting perspective that you can hit against the best pitchers every night. And not knowing those 2 guys individually, the makeup is probably good that they were continuing to believe in what they were doing and continue to grow and take their lumps, but come back the next day and compete. And, they're seeing the fruits of that labor. And we've had guys along the same lines that have started to develop. I mean, one that comes to mind, you see Lofton becoming more of a regular player, forced by circumstance in some respects, but understanding who he is more. You've seen that with a lot of guys over the years, and I think that's just part of the maturation process.
Thank you, Q. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Royals manager Matt Quatrero. We'll have more of the Bob Allen Ford pregame show right after this.
Post Malone presents the Big Ass Stadium Tour returns for part 2 with special guests Jelly Roll and Carter Faith. 9-time Diamond Certified Phenomenon Post Malone. Live at Kauffman Stadium July 15th. Get tickets now at postmalone.com. The Big Ass Stadium Tour Part 2. This time, it's even bigger.
Getting topsoil for your outdoor project shouldn't be complicated, and American Topsoil makes it a breeze with their power wheelbarrow, installing the right amount of soil that you need right where you need it. They can handle the whole job. Hey, at Scott Parks, you don't have to do the work. Skip the heavy bags and save your back. Remember, American Topsoil. Soil delivered. Soil installed.
Soil delivered, soil installed. AmericanTopsoil.com.
AC service shouldn't be a hassle. That's why KC calls on KB Complete for all their cooling needs. For over 30 years, whether it's an AC repair, replacement, or maintenance, no job is too big or too small. From start to KB Complete, we believe in honest work, real results, and the kind of care that makes a difference. Call KB Complete at 913-730-5111 or visit kbcomplete.com today.
Your job's not done until it's KB Complete.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
This is a good one right here. The Padres. Little pinstripe unis. We would wear these every Thursday. When I kept it, I wanted to keep it all dirty. I always felt like if you didn't get dirty in a baseball game, you kind of didn't really play that day. So I had my pine tar there, a little dirt in the front side of it, but the brown and orange, really cool cleats. All the fans really enjoyed it as much as the players did.
Sports is giving away $100 in betting credit to 100 fans. All you have to do is enter for your chance to win. With high limits, player-friendly pricing, and exceptional customer service, Circa Sports is built for fans. Circa Sports, an official partner of the Kansas City Royals. Download the Circa Sports app and enter today at circasports.com.
Good afternoon from Kauffman Stadium. Today, the Kansas City Royals play the series finale with the Philadelphia Phillies, and the Royals go for a series win. Thanks for joining us inside the IBEW Local 124 broadcast booth with the Hall of Famer Denny Matthews, Steve Stewart, and our producer-engineer Eric Guthrie. I'm Jake Eisenberg. The Royals won yesterday and so entered today at 36-54. Meanwhile, the Phillies are 50-40. It is a perfect afternoon for baseball, 86 degrees, big puffy white clouds, and there once again, like yesterday, is a breeze coming in from right field that could keep the ball a little bit more in the ballpark today for both Noah Cameron and Cristopher Sanchez. That weather report is brought to you by Edlin Tornado Solutions. Get your family ready for severe weather with a pre-packed Tornado Go Bag at tornadosmart.com. Built by a survivor, designed to save lives. Cameron's finishing up his warm-up tosses. Powder blue jerseys for the Royals today. Royals in white script across the chest with the white numbers on the lower left side of the jersey and on the back. White pants today with the royal blue stripe down the side of each leg. And the royal blue caps with the interlocking white KC logo on the front. Phillies are in their road grays. Time for the first pitch presented by Simply Fuel. Find Simply Fuel protein balls at Costco, Sam's Club, Walmart, and Target or at simplyfuel.com. Time for baseball with the play-by-play. Here's the voice of the Royals, Denny Matthews.
Okay, Jake, and it's Trey Turner to lead off against Noah Cameron. And the first pitch of the game is on the way, and it's a fastball lifted up along the right field line. Perez chasing it into foul ground, but it blows into about the fourth row of seats. And strike one on Trey Turner, who's hitting .236. But the Royals have handled him very well in this series. He's just 1 out of 9. Right-handed batter, excellent speed, sprays the ball around. Cameron's one-strike pitch is belted to deep left center field. Thomas on the run to the wall, and it's going to hit the very bottom of the fence. And there goes Turner to second base with a leadoff double. So just as I said, the Royals have handled Turner very well in the series, but he doubles to begin the game. He's now 2 for 10 in the first 3 games, and up comes Schwarber, then Harper, and then Bohm.
Oh boy, with Turner's speed, I thought he might be able to get to third base on that batted ball. He might have thought it was out, but he was not sprinting out of the box thinking 3.
Well, and if he thought the wind was going to carry it out, he was wrong, because the wind was putting it down. The wind did not help him at all. So Schwarber, left-handed batter, he goes after the first pitch, fouls it off. Kyle Schwarber hitting .254, 82 hits, 30 home runs, 55 RBIs for Schwarber. He's 3 out of 7 in the series. Left-handed batter. In comes the pitch. And just off the outside corner at the knees. And 1 ball, 1 strike. For Noah Cameron, this is start number 17 of the season. The 41st start of his big league career. Schwarber has to pull the ripcord and get out of the way as a fastball came in, up and in. It came in hot, and Schwarber had to vacate the batter's box in a hurry. balls and 1 strike. Schwarber still not ready to get back into the batter's box. That buzzed him. So that is an angry hitter digging in against Noah Cameron. In comes the pitch. Big swing. Boy, that was an angry swing, too. He was trying to hit one from here to Columbia, Missouri. But no contact and 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch. Breaking ball. High and tight. So the count fills out to 3-2 on Schwarber. Just underway. Turner's at second. 3-2 pitch. On the way. Breaking ball swung on and missed. And Schwarber glaring out at Noah Cameron after swinging and missing. So 1 out. And up comes Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper hitting .270. He's homered 20 times. 57 runs batted in. Phillies first baseman digs in. Turner at second, 1 out. Noah Cameron comes to the belt and brings it home, and a fastball is inside, ball 1. So if nothing else, Noah Cameron keeping the 2 left-handed hitters loose. Now after checking second, in comes a breaking ball and well thrown for a strike. And it's 1-1 on Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper just 1 out of 8 so far in the series. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at second, 1 out. Cameron brings it home. And it's a little bit low and outside. Phillies with 50 victories. They are 50-40. 2-1 pitch. Ball 3. Cameron pitched last Tuesday night against Tampa Bay. And he lost for the 6th time. Now the pitch. And ball 4 to Bryce Harper. So now Phillies have runners first and second, 1 out for Alec Bohm. Bohm now with 11 home runs. Alec hitting .224. He's driven in 46. So the Royals infield, and it's Tolbert at shortstop, Witt's the DH. They're at double play depth. In comes the pitch, and it's low and inside, ball 1. Right-handed batter digs in. And now the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Alec Bohm's home run in this series came on Saturday night. And he takes one high and tight. 2 balls, 1 strike on the Phillies' third baseman. Cameron's lost to Tampa Bay last Tuesday night. He went just 3 2/3 innings. There's a high drive to deep center. Back goes Thomas to the wall, and it's off the fence. Here comes Turner around third. He's going to score. Harper will stop at third on the double by Alec Bohm. So a 2-1 pitch. And the Royals are very fortunate that ball stayed in the ballpark. So there have been 2 wall scrapers here in the first inning. Phillies jump in front. Up comes Brandon Marsh. Marsh hits left-handed. He's hitting .309, and now time called. Maley, Royals catcher, calling a meeting, and he'll be joined by the shortstop, first and second baseman. So 2 doubles, a base on balls so far in the inning. Marsh with 98 hits and 15 home runs. Brandon so far in this series has been fairly quiet, just 1 out of 9. So runners second and third, 1 out, infield in, the pitch way outside, ball 1. So Cameron's command not that great here in the first inning. All 4 infielders on the edge of the grass. Pitch to Marsh is chased and missed. It was after a slider down and away, and you could see him pulling off that pitch immediately, and obviously not about to make contact going at it in that fashion. Always important for a left-handed hitter against a left-handed pitcher. Keep the right shoulder and the right hip in. Rolled foul over toward the Royals on deck circle. And the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you're a left-handed batter against a left-handed pitcher, and you can't keep your right shoulder and right hip in other words, if you pull off the pitch, you got no chance on a pitch away. None. Cameron's fastball buzzing inside at the letters, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Noah could really use a strikeout. He struck out Schwarber. Now he's 2-2 with Marsh. Runners lead away from second and third. In comes the 2-2 pitch, and a swing and a miss. He got what he needed. So Brandon Marsh goes down swinging. And now it's Edmundo Sosa, Phillies left fielder. Sosa playing for the first time in the series. He takes a pitch blowing inside. So Cameron started him with a changeup. Noah leans in, checking in with his catcher Luke Maley. Now the 1-0 pitch. Fastball whacked hard, but pulled way down the left field line. That pitch in on the right-handed hitter, and Sosa triggered early, and that ball was never fair at any point. 1-1 the count. 2 on, 2 out. 1-0 Phillies. First inning. Next one to Sosa. Breaking ball low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Noah Cameron has already, on a red-hot afternoon, thrown 25 pitches. 2-5. 2 balls and a strike. Now time called. Edmundo Sosa asking the plate umpire Alan Porter for timeout. So 2-1. If Cameron gets out of this with just 1 run being scored, he will have done well. And he is spending a lot of pitches. And now the 2-1 to Sosa, right-handed batter. Swung on and just barely nicked it foul. And the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cameron comes set and brings it home. And a slider, did he swing? He did not. Jim Wolf, umpiring at first, indicated no swing. And another full count. Sosa just 2 hits in his last 17 at bats. So Cameron is facing a hitter at the moment who's obviously struggling. He now needs a really good pitch in a good spot. Here it comes, 3-2 pitch. Fastball that's rolled foul past the third base dugout. So the battle between Sosa and Cameron continues. And the pitches continue to pile up for Noah Cameron. This will be pitch number 29. Runners second and third, 2 out. Cameron needs an out. Pitch to Sosa. Just barely inside. Ball 4. It was the pitch that he wanted to make, and pretty much in the spot that he wanted to make it, but it didn't get the plate. And now the Phillies have the bases loaded, and Cameron will continue to have to work. And this will be the number 7 hitter, Bryson Stott. Phillies second baseman, batting average .247. And he hits left-handed. Advantage Cameron. First pitch breaking ball is outside.
That's now 30 pitches and more balls than strikes in this first inning.
1-0 the count. 40 RBIs, 7 home runs for the Phillies second baseman. Next pitch, fastball, chopper past the mound. Second baseman charging, Lofton to first, and just in time to get the final out. So they get only 1 run.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. The Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and drive in a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one head for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, "Did you see that?" I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
Be part of honoring our high school coaches whose service is making Kansas City a better place to live, work, and play. Just go to bluekc.com/nominate coaches with character.
Subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
For Sanchez, 10-3, 117 innings pitched already. He's got a lot of innings under his belt, 2.00 ERA. The sinker, changeup, and slider, it's a 3-pitch mix. That last game against the Pirates, the slider was lights out. So if he has all 3 working, it's going to be trouble for the Royals. This is brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA brings us all together.
Phillies with a 1-0 lead for Sanchez early, and the first pitch is down low for ball 1. Sanchez will face Thomas, Witt, and Perez here in the first. Left-hander, second-time All-Star, newly named on Saturday. The next pitch misses up and away, and it's a 2-0 count. JT turning around says something there to Alan Porter, maybe looking at the location was borderline, but he didn't challenge it. Here's the 2-0 delivery, and that one is a little bit low, sinker, and a 3-0 pitch. Coming up from Cristopher Sanchez, batting .216, or Lane Thomas batting .216. And the pitch. It's inside, ball 4. How about that? 4-pitch walk to start the ball game.
He did not have a single walk his last game.
It probably wasn't on the bingo card for today, huh?
No.
Cristopher Sanchez deals 4-pitch walk to first hitter he faces. Bobby Witt Jr. now.
You play a lot of bingo?
No. The pitch. Witt takes. That's in for a strike. And do you?
No. Very little.
0-1 the count. The pitch. And that's up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Witt, 290 hitter with 12 homers, 36 runs batted in. He's been scorching hot. 345 average over the last 15 games. Double play depth on the infield for the Phillies with Turner over in the hole at shortstop. The pitch swung on and missed. Out in front of that changeup. It's his first real good one there. Outfield today, it's Sosa in left. Hill is in center, playing the other way. And Brandon Marsh over in right field, shaded a couple of steps towards the line. 1-2, here's the pitch. And that is a little bit low. Fastball.
Man, I just don't know how the guys don't swing at that pitch. It's
2
off
strikes.
by 2 strikes, and it's off by less than an inch. I mean, it's a great take, but crazy.
The 2-2. Swing and a ground ball towards short. Turner's got it, moving to his left. Flips it to Stott for 1. The throw to first, not in time. Stott barely even turned his body. He knew time was of the essence if you're going to turn 2 on Witt. You almost have no chance, and he kind of threw that with almost with his back to first base.
Yeah, it was a good effort. Ball's hit. Trey had a little trouble again, kind of getting it out of his glove. But when you know you have a fast runner at first, to be honest with you, your priority instantly becomes make sure you get the first out. You can't try to hurry up, and then you drop it, then you got problems.
Now Salvador Perez back in the starting lineup, second day in a row. Pitches up high this past week. He missed some time with an elbow injury. Some tenderness in there. He's in there at first base today after DHing yesterday. He had a big hit late in the game to drive in the final 2 runs of the day for the Royals. 1-0, Witt leading at first. Sanchez ready. And the pitch. Swing and a ground ball, and it's just foul. Diving for it, Alec Bohm. But it was out of his reach, but Roberto Ortiz said foul.
I think Edmundo Sosa got that ball and threw it back in.
And Bohm honestly went diving for it and immediately sort of looked towards the bag. He's playing back on the infield, kind of like gauging, oh man, was that fair or foul?
Right.
1-1. Sanchez with a pitch. That one is ripped into left, a base hit. And turning at second, holding there is Witt as Sosa gets to it near the line and throws it back in. That was a sinker he left up, and Perez all too willing to pull it into left for his first hit of the day. First hit for the Royals as well. 2 on, 1 out, and Jack Caglione is coming up. He's in right field today. 14 homers, 6 of them in his last 15 games. Phillies with a 1-0 lead. And Bohm is going to play even with the bag just behind the edge of the infield grass over at third. And the pitch. Caglione swing and a miss. Turner playing up the middle. Stott in the hole at second. Harper back at first base. And the pitch from Sanchez. Swing and a miss. 2 straight sinkers in on Caglione. And he gets ahead of him at 0-2. That sinker at 96 miles an hour for Sanchez.
That's
going
good.
after his 11th win today. Oh-2. Swing and a bouncer towards second. Stott fields the second bounce. He'll feed second for 1. Throw to first is thrown away. The score is Witt. Harper has to go track it down in foul territory up the right field line as Caglione will make it around to second base. And that will be a fielder's choice and an error, which allows Witt to score and allows Caglione to take second.
I mean, this is about as routine as you're going to get with the two guys on the team that might be the slowest on the Kansas City Royals team running. And I don't know what happened. Trey had the exchange completely boxed. That's 2 exchanges now that he's fumbled a little bit.
Here's Nick Lofton, and Lofton takes down and in. And, well, I was going to wait to bring this up, Stock.
Bring it.
Last time the Phillies lost a series was on the road in Milwaukee, early June. They went to the Sunday game, rubber game, day game. The 1-0 pitch. It's outside. Cristopher Sanchez on the mound. He gave up a leadoff home run to Jackson Chourio. Phillies didn't score at all. The defense behind him was bad. And I'm seeing a little of that happening all here in the first inning today.
It's too early, Scott. You brought that up already.
Well,
if you're going to do it early so you can recover.
When the story unfolds in front of us, the 2-0 is up high.
Right.
Sanchez is missing, and I think you look back over some of his recent starts, and you know he's definitely not fared as well on the road as he has at home.
Mm-hmm.
He's behind 3-0 to Nick Lofton in the pitch. That's a strike called. Lofton thought it was ball 4. He doesn't challenge it, although he probably should have. I think that was wide.
Anytime Cristopher pitches, the defense is really the #1 key behind him. 100%.
Here's the 3-1 pitch, and it's punched into right. That's going to be a base hit. Coming on to get it is Marsh. Caglione coming home. The throw, the tag, he's safe. Royals have the lead on the single by Lofton. It's 2-1 here in the bottom of the first. On an inning that should have been over with, the Royals strike for 2 runs and have the lead. Phillies are double checking, but they're not going to challenge it.
That's a good throw by Brandon. Remember now, Brandon has been playing so much left field. When you switch over to right, which he does occasionally, it's just such a different angle. And I think he's a little bit shy to come in real hard, and I don't blame him, but the throw was on the money. The runner just flat out beat it, and it was actually a good slide coming into the plate, direct into the plate. How many times do we see guys slide and try to get it with their hands?
Well, the throw allows Lofton to take second base as well. He picks up his 26th RBI, and coming to the mound now is Caleb Cotham. You remember in that game in Milwaukee, the Phillies were shut out. They lost it 4-0. Chourio hit the leadoff home run, and then in the 4th inning, there was a ground ball up the middle by Wilson Contreras that Turner kind of bobbled and threw late to first base. It was ruled a hit, but you and I thought at the time probably should have been scored an error. And with 2 outs and 2 on in that inning, Blake Perkins hit the 3-run home run to make it 4-0, and that was all she wrote.
Yep. Routine plays. You just have to make the routine plays behind Cristopher.
Here's Starling Marte with a runner at second, and the pitch to Marte is inside. And Sanchez is all over the place command-wise right now. He's thrown more balls than strikes. And that was his 21st pitch of the inning. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch, and it's ripped into left field. That's going to be a base hit in front of Sosa. Lofton coming around third. He's being waved home. The throw, offline and late. Lofton scores. Runner takes second. 3-1 Royals on the single by Marte.
Cannot trade spots here as the outfielders. Brandon has a good throw. They let it go. It's a close play. Here, Sosa, I think he's trying to hit the cutoff man. Alec Bohm is in position. He just hasn't been out there in a while, so he short arms it, which is typical of an infielder, and it flies. Those little things add up, because then the trail runner gets to second, and now they have another opportunity.
Well, and the other part about this that's similar to Milwaukee is that play that Turner didn't make wasn't scored an error. And the way this inning has unfolded, there's no error to Turner for the runner. I mean, these are not all going to be unearned runs.
That's correct.
Because the error was given because of the advancement as the first pitch misses to Tyler Tolbert. But Sanchez also, for his part, needs to pitch up a little bit here and make a pitch to get it out. And here's a slow roller to Turner. He comes in, fields, throws, and it's late. Tolbert with too much speed beats out an infield hit. Down to third goes Marte.
You know, remember what I said one of my keys was? And it was defense for sure, but I thought the strikeout was going to be bigger today, and he's having a hard time, but could he use a strikeout? Yes. Royals really, I mean, they're just putting the ball in play, station to station.
Now Luke Maile gets his first AB. He was just brought back to the big leagues earlier this week when Salvi was having the problems with his elbow. They needed another catcher. So this is his first at-bat of the season in the big leagues. Right-hand batter and the pitch. It's taken inside, ball one. A nightmarish start for Sanchez here in Kansas City. 1-0 and a swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. One ball, one strike. 2 outs, runners on the corners. The pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right center field. Deep in the alley. Hill is back at the wall, and he jumps, and it is gone. And it's an opposite field 3-run home run as that ball kept carrying. Hill is down on the warning track as he crashed into the wall trying to make the catch. And the Royals have exploded for 6 runs off of Cristopher Sanchez here in the first inning. Derek Hill gave it everything he could. That wall is a little bit higher than the one in New York. And it was just out of his reach as the wall stopped Hill, but it didn't hold the ball inside. It hit the top of the padding and went out.
Hopefully Derek is okay. He hit this wall with a full head of steam. And I mean, that looked bad. It was a hard hit into that wall.
6-1 Kansas City. Here's Rojas in the pitch, swing and a miss. He is the 9th man to bat here in the first inning. All of the runs are earned. His ERA has gone from 2.0 to 2.45 in the span of 8 batters. Here's the windup and the pitch, swing and a miss. And Sanchez is now closing in on his 30th pitch. The pitch, check swing, and it's no swing, says Ortiz.
Just not enough strikes right now. It's 16 strikes, 14 balls for Cristopher. He's around the strike zone, but there's a lot of good takes going on right now.
A 1-2 pitch from to Rojas, and that's in for a called third strike. And that will do it for the Royals. But 6 runs allowed by Sanchez, an enormous defensive miscue for Turner. And as we go to the second, it's the Royals 6 and the Phillies 1.
Philadelphia Insurance Company hits it out of the park with their Runs for Charities program. Every time the Phillies score a run,
Picked off. Chavez hits his top of his hat, now they get Napoli at third base. How about that? It hit the top of the helmet of Chavez and bounced directly at an Angels infielder. A huge out here in the 7th inning.
Oh, they dodged a huge bullet there.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The Yankees' Cam Schlittler, 2.08 ERA versus the Rays' Griffin Jax. He's at 3.45 ERA. Two of the 5 teams over 500 in the American League, and they are battling in the same division. The Yankees 4 games back there. That's brought to you by Meineke. Brakes, tires, batteries, and complete auto care by trusted local experts.
There were 62 pitches thrown in the first inning today between Sanchez and Cameron. Sanchez gives up 6 runs, Cameron 1. And his first pitch here in the second misses outside. It is 6-1 Kansas City. Here's we start the second inning. And that wasn't on the bingo card either, Stock. Here's the pitch. And it's up high. 2-0. Derek Hill in the on-deck circle. He'll bat next. And then the top of the order, Trey Turner. JT with a big game here the other night. 2-0 pitch. And it's very high. 3-0. And got to get some base runners, see if you can get an answer back. And the Phillies, who let Cameron off the hook in the first, getting just the 1 run. Here's the 3-0 delivery. And that one is a called strike, outer third. 3 balls and a strike to JT. 6th home run of the year on Saturday night. Next pitch, and that is a strike over the outside corner. Count even now, or count full now, I should say. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The stretch and the pitch. JT swings and misses. He strikes out. 1 away. And certainly not to put that inning all on Trey Turner. Cristopher Sanchez, he's got to pick up his defense sometimes as well, and he just had no idea where that ball was going in that first inning, it seemed. Here's Derek Hill. The pitch. Breaking ball. It's in the dirt. 1-0. Hill, 239 hitter with 6 homers. He's been here against the Royals already this season. He's a member of the White Sox, 4 for 9 with a homer this year against Kansas City. The pitch and a swing and a miss.
Does he look late to you?
He looked a little late right? There, yeah.
It's a 93-mile-an-hour 4-seamer, and he's late. He's not the only one that looks late. We've seen this before, whether it's vision issues.
Time called now by Hill. Well, and for Derek Hill, it might be cobwebs. As hard as he hit that wall, I mean,
it's true.
And it was some kind of effort. He sold out for it. 1-1. And that's taken, and it's a strike.
I just think Phillies now have to adjust, and the adjustment becomes trying to get into the bullpen as quick as you can.
1-2 pitch. Swung on, a little looper into center. That's going to fall for a base hit. And Derek Hill with a 1-out single is aboard. And that'll bring up Trey Turner. Turner doubled to start the game, would later score, but that was the extent of the Phillies' first inning. So they left 3 runners on base. Time called. I think Derek Hill needs some help. They stopped play over at first base. Derek Hill comes off the bag, and Salvi is actually waving for a trainer.
He's shaking his head, isn't he?
Yeah. No, and Don Mattingly going out there. Christian Bermudez, a member of the training staff, goes out as well. I mean, not only did he go full tilt into the wall, there's an advertising sign there. It's padded at the top where his arm and forearm caught the top of the padding, but the rest of it is a chain link fence that protects that advertising signage, the digital signage. And the bulk of his body went hard into that, and then he came off of that wall and landed pretty hard on the ground, tumbling over. And he's going to stay in the game right here, but
I'm sure they'll have a close eye on him. I mean, who knows? But I'm a little surprised that they're leaving him in. I'm sure he talked his way to stay in, but
I guess
usually they're real careful with that.
Here's Turner. Cameron looking over at first, and the pitch to Trey, and that is a strike on the inside corner. Cameron, in his last start, lasted 3 2/3 and allowed 6 earned runs on 9 hits. Didn't strike out a single batter against the Tampa Bay Rays. Here's a ball punched into right. There's a base hit for Turner. Stopping at second is Hill.
Okay.
Well, you get your home run leader up here, Major League home run leader, and one swing could get you right back in the ball game.
Yeah, you stay the course, and this is pretty good hitting by Trey. He doesn't hit it hard, but the hole that they're giving Trey was gigantic. I mean, any good hitter would try to hit it over there, and he does that. And as much as you can now, if you're the Phils, get into the bullpen, run up the pitch count, try to get these two guys, Schwarber and Harper, up there with guys on base.
Well, Schwarber struck out his first time up. The pitch swung on, fouled away, out of play on the left side. Schwarber homerless over his last 6 games, and just 1 home run over his last 12 ball games. He's driven in only 3 runs in that time frame. The pitch way inside around the letters. Cameron's come in on him a couple of times. First time was up near his chin. It knocked him over backwards. 6-1 Royals lead in the 2nd inning. They play to pull on the ground against Schwarber as Cameron looks at second. Another look back. Now the pitch. And he takes. It's a fastball for a strike, and Schwarber wants to challenge it, because he thought a pitch was outside. And looked like it might have been. See what the ABS system says. Ooh, just caught the outside edge.
Call's confirmed. Philadelphia has 1 challenge remaining.
Well, he didn't challenge one in game yesterday late that I think he was upset about, and so he's not waiting today. And this is a big moment in the game for the Phils. It's a good time to challenge for me.
Yeah. 1-2. Cameron ready. A third look to second. Now the pitch, and he misses down and away. Slider. Two on, 1 out, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Curveball got him. So that'll leave it up to Harper. And again, Cameron, who did not strike out a single batter in his last start. He's got 4 Ks so far today. Here's Harper. Harper walked his first time up. Cameron with a pitch. Harper takes. It's down low.
Cameron, kind of a tale of 2 seasons already. I know back in early June he was pitching really well. He had 13, 14 innings in a row. He had 15 Ks during that stretch. And then, like you said, last couple outings, especially the last one, really struggled.
The 1-0. Bounces in front of the plate. It's 2-0.
His rookie year, a year ago, he was really good. And it's always that sophomore year that you kind of have to work through some things. Guys start to figure out your stuff. The scouting reports are stronger on you. Of course, he ran into a Rays team that had, you know, some of the guys are out of their mind right now, hot hitting.
Right. 2 balls, no strikes on Harper. Cameron ready, the pitch. It's up at the top of the zone for a strike. Harper, who had the early challenge yesterday that didn't go his way. But that was with 2 outs and nobody on. The pitch. And that one misses. A little low. 3-1 now to Harper with Bohm next. Hill is out at second, Turner at first. Good speed on the bases. 3-1 to Harper. Here's the pitch. And he takes outside. It's ball 4.
Challenge it. Just challenge it. There you go. Just do it.
He called it a strike, and Harper had already dropped the bat. And I'm with you. I think that's wide.
Yeah. Hey, there's always that indecision. Yep. Yes, good challenge. There's always indecision because you don't want to burn them so quickly. That's what goes through the hitter's mind. That's what I'm learning. But at times, it's almost like you're in the second inning, you're down by 5. Use it, and then if they're gone, they're gone. Then you just go to playing baseball.
Well, the bases are loaded. Here's Alec Bohm. Bohm gets bumped up a spot in the order today with a lefty on the mound. And he's already delivered once, an RBI double off the wall in center field. 2 outs, bases full, 6-1 Kansas City. Cameron's pitch. Bohm fouls it off. First pitch cutter. Oh, 1 the count. Cameron out of the stretch. But the base is full. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Changeup had him out front. Phillies do not have a grand slam this season. Just a handful of major league teams remaining. It hasn't checked that box. 0-2 the count. Cameron ready. The pitch. Swinging a foul back. Boy, you got a middle pitch there. Maybe just below the belt, but certainly split the plate in half. No balls, 2 strikes on Alec Bohm. The pitch. Check swing, it's up high. There are 5 teams remaining in the majors without a grand slam. Along with the Phillies, the Brewers, the Yankees, the Rays, and the Rangers. 1-2 the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, hit left side, picked by Rojas at third. He'll throw to first. And the Phillies leave the bases loaded for the 2nd inning in a row. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. Royals 6 and the Phillies 1.
When it's time to sell your home, you hope your agent knows the market, timing, price.
In this game, you've got to keep your eye on the ball, but it's harder than it looks.
A little league error there gives Jackson an extra 90 feet.
The action has defied all prediction.
And he tried to put it back in the glove. Oh, that's a great move.
What just happened? You can never be sure of anything in this strange game of baseball.
He hit the hole that hole, the netting.
And speaking of strange things,
Geraldo Perdomo darts out of the dugout, cuts off Mr. Red and Rosie Red.
Curveball got away.
Wow.
but that pitcher takes his eye off the ball.
From flubs to flair, let's check out some fine fielding affairs.
He did it again! Junior dives like Superman. Oh! Robbed by Marcy in center!
Going, man, you're gone.
Gone to the warning track, makes the over-the-shoulder grab.
Nunez from the shortstop side of the bag. Pops up and throws out Bobby Witt.
Send it to left center, Jake Myers! What a catch!
How about that?
Elements for better energy efficiency. Right now, enjoy $250 off windows and $700 off doors or 36 months 0% APR. Call 877-98-PELA to schedule your free in-home consultation or at PELAPhilly.com.
A lot of work to do for the Phils. Brandon Marsh leading off. Phillies down 7-1. Third inning pitch is down low to Marsh. 1-0 the count. Marsh struck out in the first inning. And the pitch swung on, hit well, left field. Going back on it is Marte, angling towards the track, and he will have room to make the catch. And there's out number 1.
Get the coolest cap of the summer on Sunday, July 26th at 7:20 p.m. when the Phils host the Yankees and kids 14 and under. Take home a Philadelphia Water Ice Fanatic cap. Limited inventory does remain, so order your tickets now at Phillies.com.
Some scattered clouds, and one of them has obscured the sun. Brings a little relief for the fans and no doubt the players. Here's Edmundo Sosa. And that first pitch is in for a strike. Sosa drew a walk in the first. Cameron, 58 pitches to get through 2 innings. Phillies loaded the bases in both. Here's a swing and a ball pulled foul, third base side. And they left him loaded in both the first and the second. Time called by Sosa, who steps out of the box. The pitch. Fouled off. 0-2. And Sosa against Cameron, who made his major league debut last April. The 0-2 pitch down low. And what a debut it was. He took a no-hitter into the 7th inning of that game in April of 2025. One-two pitch. Swung on, ripped. Left field. Marte going back. He will get there. He makes the catch. Boy, that ball was hit on the nose.
The thing about Edmundo is he's kind of back into the traditional sit and wait utility, the true utility guy. He sits off a few games, and that's fine because he's the best I've ever seen at being able to not play for 4 or 5 days, 5 days, come in, and he's locked in. It's uber aggressive, but that's fine. He's good at it.
Here's Stott. And the pitch to Bryson. He takes, and it's a strike, top of the zone. Cameron now trying for a 1-2-3 inning here in the third. Here's a swing and a high chop off the plate. Third base side fielded by Cameron. Throw to first, not in time. Boy, he just hit that straight down off home plate. Big thud as it bounces off the dish. And Cameron unable to prevent Stott from reaching base for the 13th game in a row. It'll be a base hit for Bryson. And it'll bring up JT Realmuto with the Phillies down 7-1.
Boy, Noah Cameron to this point. Talk about usage. He has 6 pitches. He's used all but 1 over 11%. He's thrown everything. The sinker he's only thrown 4 times. All the pitches except the sinker have a swing and miss.
Next pitch to JT is in for a strike.
Now normally, and Don Mattingly's talked about this, you see a guy with 7 pitches, something like that. He's like, look, they might have a lot of pitches, but like Bryce Harper's not seeing all 7 in one at bat. However, today I would say that might not be the case.
Right. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. That one drops in for a strike as well. Breaking ball. JT, a .346 average here lifetime. In 6 games, he's gone 9 for 26 with 3 homers, 3 doubles, and 11 runs batted in. 0-2. And Cameron throws over to first. Well, his first time up, JT was ahead in the count 3-0. And Cameron got a borderline 3-0 pitch to get called for a strike and then came back and struck him out. Maybe JT can turn the tables. The 0-2. It's up high, 1-2.
Do you think in today's game there's room for knuckleballers anymore? A guy like a Tim Wakefield, that he did throw a fastball, but just knuckleballs.
You're really good. Sure.
You think? I just don't know if there's enough velocity.
1-2, ground ball the other way. That's a base hit. JT does turn the tables. Stott with a big turn at second, but he's not going to test it. Phillies need all the base runners they can get. And JT now with a base hit puts 2 aboard, and it'll bring up Derek Hill. Can the Phillies load him up for the 3rd inning in a row?
Can they score with them loaded?
I don't know. Here's Hill, who had a single his first time up. Last 11 games, he's got 7 hits in 18 at-bats. But hasn't hit a lot this week. All these right-handed starters. Now Cameron getting ready, steps off, so there's a disengagement. 7-1 Kansas City. The lefty ready, and the pitch. It's in the dirt, blocked by Hill, or blocked by Maile, pardon me.
I don't know, just with all, I asked the question, with all of the pitches we see now, I mean, Painter has 7 pitches, Zach Wheeler has 6-7 pitches. Why not just perfect a knuckleball and all you need is 1?
Yeah. 1-0 pitch. That one is up and in. If you can get guys out, then there's room for you.
I don't know.
You don't think anybody will even...
Well, I mean, I think there's a lot of low velo guys that can get guys out, but they just don't necessarily get a shot.
2-0. At a swing and a fly ball down the right field line towards the corner. Caglione on the run. He'll make the catch. Sides retired. Phillies leave 2 more. They've stranded 8 runners in 3 innings work. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's 7-1.
You can feel the excitement of Phillies baseball at Citizens Bank Park. The energy on the field, the passion in the stands, and the heartbeat of a city that moves with...
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Pat Murphy going to use an ace up his sleeve and bring in Christian Yelich with a tying run aboard at 3rd base. Fly ball to deep right! It is way back and gone! Yelich delivers in the clutch. It's his first career pinch hit home run, and he left nothing in the tank.
My God, how far did that go?
Secure seats today at Phillies.com.
Bring the feel-good energy to Citizens Bank Park with the Ghost Energy ticket bundle, which includes a standing room only ticket plus a $15 concession credit to grab your first Ghost Energy beverage on us. Available for all remaining Thursday home games. Visit Phillies.com/Ghost Energy to purchase while supplies last.
Cristopher Sanchez, through 2 innings, has tied his career worst of 7 runs and 7 earned runs allowed in a start. As the first pitch is outside to Nick Lofton, 1-0. 2 things today in that first inning, a 6-run first against Sanchez. The pitch, that's in for a strike. A 4-pitch walk to start the game, something that Cristopher had never, ever done before. Issue a 4-pitch walk.
Not once?
The first batter of the game. The pitch. And that's in for a strike. Also, the 6 earned runs he gave up in the first, the most he's ever given up in a single inning. And again, there were 2 plays that shoulda, coulda, woulda. 1-2. Swing and a shot back up over his head, and it's into center field for a hit. Sanchez had to duck down just for self-preservation and lofted aboard with his second hit of the game.
That ball was so close to hitting Cristopher. And fortunately, I'll be honest with you, fortunately, I don't think he barreled this ball. It got down on the label just a little bit.
Oh, man, that was scary. Ooh. Here's Marte, who singled to left his first time up the pitch. And it's down low. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Marte, a lot of at-bats against Cristopher. He's 6 for 16 off him with a homer. 1-1, the pitch. That's down low.
Well, the other thing going on with Cristopher today is there's a couple of things, but one of them for sure is the first pitch strikes. We talk about it a lot. And his percentage is way down what he normally is at. So that forces the hitters are now ahead in the count, and they can get their pitch against him.
2-1. Fouled off the end of the bat. Now the changeup, back-to-back changeups here to Marte. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Six for 15 right now on first pitch strikes total.
That's certainly not like him.
40% is what that is. That's not good.
Nobody out here. Runner at first. And Sanchez delivers. And the pitch is hit on the ground. It is foul past first base. Two and two to Marte. Jim Wolf was right on top of it. The ball went almost right through his legs. Almost hit him in the right leg. Two balls, 2 strikes to Starling Marte. The pitch swung on, pop foul. This will go out of play. And the at-bat continues here. Sanchez. Next pitch will be number 60. Runner goes. 2-2. Ground ball hit to third. Bohm's got it. They'll stay out of the double play. That would have been a tailor-made double play, but Bohm only one play. It's over at first. 1 down. That'll bring up Tyler Tolbert. Next stop for the Phillies is Cincinnati in the series weather preview, brought to you by Visit St. Pete Clearwater. It's going to be hot there as well. Temps in the upper 80s each day. Some isolated showers. Summer showers in the afternoon. To cool off instead, try the gentle Gulf breeze at St. Pete Clearwater Beaches. Go to visitspc.com. First pitch in for a strike to Tyler Tolbert, who had an infield hit in the first inning. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. It's up high. It was a slow roller right at the shortstop, but Turner coming in. Not much he could do. Tolbert, tremendous speed. The 1-1. Swung on, line to left center. That's in for a base hit. It'll score another run. Tolbert's into second. It'll be a double. It'll bring home Lofton. And it'll give Kansas City an 8-1 lead. And it honestly might be time to just get Cristopher Sanchez out of the ball game. And he doesn't have it today. And he's doing nothing but damaging that low ERA he came into this game with. I know he probably doesn't want to, but
yeah, sometimes you have to take care of the player because the players are never going to want to come out. And I'm kind of with you on that now that it's 8-1.
The pitch. That's in for a strike to Luke Maile. Tolbert with his first extra base hit of the year. 0-1. The pitch. That's in there for called strike.
There's an analytic stat out there called PLV, and people are like, why are you talking about this? It's called pitch level value, and it's kind of a fun little stat. And in regards to Cristopher Sanchez, he is first in that. And what that means, it's about the quality of his pitches all together, each pitch.
Runner going, Cristopher spinning around, throws over to third base. They say safe, the call at third. And Bohm was right there trying to apply a tag. Ortiz says he didn't get the tag on him. And the Phillies say, yes, he did. And they're going to challenge it. Ortiz is right on top of it, and he was out. I mean,
he looked out.
Bohm seemed astonished that Ortiz called him safe. And we're getting our first look at it. And Bohm came in front of the bag and reached back, tagged him on the backside. I don't know if Tolbert was able to reach out and get the sliding mitt on the bag first. Yeah,
he's out. He's out. Now, it's deceptive because the throw, Alec gets it a little bit on the run, so he fields it towards second base a little bit and goes for the tag. It's on the hip.
Well, I don't know. Everybody in the stadium except the next closest guy to it got it wrong. I mean, Bohm thought he was out. Ortiz is the next closest person on the planet to that play, and he missed it.
After review, call on the field is overturned. Runner is out. Philadelphia will retain their challenge.
You're out.
Caught stealing 1-5. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, popped in the air, right field. Marsh is under it, and Marsh has got it. Sides retired, but another run home, 2 hits, nobody left. Going to the 4th, it's 8-1 Kansas City.
Hey, it's John Crook. When the game is on the line, you need a team that doesn't fold under the pressure. That's why I like Thompson Toyota, BMW, Lexus. You'll find them in Doylestown and Willow Grove.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive! Superman hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game, the pitcher hits it out.
A living, breathing statue, Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
He's a walking history book.
It's ridiculous what he does.
$1,000,000. Ready to take a spin? Play today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Game of Life is a trademark of Hasbro.
Bottom of the 4th inning, the RAV 4th inning, brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Phils. First pitch to Josh Rojas is a ball inside. Josh today hitting in the 9 spot, playing third base. He struck out back in the 1st inning. Scores 8-1 Royals. Pitch, and that misses low. Quickly behind. 2-0 now. Been a tough day for the offense today. Really, they left a lot of runners on base for the Phillies. And you could say tough day defensively as well. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Rojas swung so hard his helmet came off. Josh Rojas came in today hitting .200 on the year, 1 home run. Calls timeout, steps out. Sanchez out of his windup. He rocks and he throws. And there's a strike outside corner.
You know, I was talking about the numbers for the Phillies hitting during day games, how woeful it's been. They're dead last in average, OPS, and runs scored during the day.
The 2-2 foul ball.
And some inquiring minds might want to know how the pitchers stack up during day games. Well, the reality is they're exactly the same. They have a 4.16 team ERA at night. They have a 4.05 team ERA during the day. Basically no change.
Off. So it's offense.
The strikeouts per 9 is almost exactly the same. Their whip is basically exactly the same. Nothing changes for the pitching staff during the day. It's the offense that has just been, well, sleepwalking through the day.
2-2 count to Rojas. The pitch, ground ball toward Bryce Harper at first. He smothers it in his belly, gets up, takes it himself. Sanchez comes back and gets the leadoff hitter, 1 out.
Now, as for why that is, who knows? I mean, I guess you could throw some theories out there, but it's such a vast difference between what they do nighttime versus the daytime.
That'll flip the lineup. It'll be Lane Thomas. He walked in the first, base hit in the second. He now is 7 for 13 lifetime versus Cristopher Sanchez with that base hit that he got in the second inning. First pitch that he sees, swing and a miss, big swing, almost fell over. He walks out about 5 or 6 feet in front of home plate. He's always been a guy in his career that has kind of punished left-handed pitching in general. He came in as a career .290 batting average against lefties. 26 home runs, 90 RBIs. 0-1 pitch. And this ball's hit high toward Sosa out left field. He's going back, and there you go. That ball is gone. You can add another home run to that, as that's the 27th career home run down against lefties. And now that's just another run, 9-1 Royals.
Well, now we'll have to look up the last time he gave up runs in 4 straight innings. He did have a game in Chicago. It was a day game. It was a road game for Sanchez. And he gave up runs in 3 straight innings in that one.
Now he has to face Bobby Witt Jr. Doesn't get any easier. First pitch. That's a ball. I mean, we are in the top of the 4th, folks. It is 9-1. 9 runs off of Sanchez. He's given up 10 hits.
3 of them homers.
3 of them homers.
He gave up 8 all year.
Pitch to Witt out in front, swinging, strike.
And the Phillies are finally going to start somebody in their bullpen.
One count, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. Sanchez, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Out in front of a changeup. For a slider. Lane Thomas for the Royals, somebody they picked up in the offseason, and they really wanted somebody that could hit at the top of the lineup in front of a guy like this, Bobby Witt. And Thomas has kind of been struggling overall, but not against lefties. 1-2 pitch. Down and away for a ball.
Thomas is a name that'll come up in trade talks again, as he does almost every year as that type of bat. Outfielder, good defender, hits lefties well, platoon player.
2-2. Sanchez fires. This ball's hammered. Base hit in left field right at Sosa.
They got to get him out of there.
You think?
I mean, it's insult to injury now. Obviously, that first inning went totally awry, and it's just not getting any better.
No.
Seth Johnson is warming up. His ERA has gone from 2.0 to 2.62 today. At this stage of the season, to go a half a run more than a half run, that's quite a lot. And they're going to send JT out to talk. This is it. He's not going to throw another pitch today.
Seth ready?
Almost doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't.
Right.
They need to get him out of there. And he's way more important than anything else. And it's just not working today, and they need to get him out. And I think they're trying to step on the gas as best they can and do that.
A lot of pitches. The changeup and the sinker, he's used both equally at 30%. The slider at 25%. They are going to leave him in. All right, here we go. Runner on first base. He's still in there, working on the stretch. First pitch to Sanchez, to Perez. He misses down and in for a ball. 1-0 count. 1 out. Bottom of the fourth. Very fast. Bobby Witt Jr. on first. Can't imagine he's going to be going. Next pitch misses low.
Yeah, you never know. Tolbert did.
That's true.
Want to take that big bat. Want to get that big steal of third up 7 runs. When you have the best sprint speed in baseball.
Yeah. How do I think his dad would be calling him? Bobby Witt Jr.'s dad would call him. What are you doing? 2-0. The pitch. Hammered down the third baseline, and that's fair right over the base bag. Bohm doesn't believe it. He's going to go over and take a look as Sosa corrals it. And here there's a throw into second base, but Perez lumbers in and slides headfirst and is safe as the throw went to second. And that is a double. The runner, Bobby Witt Jr. on first, does move over to third base. It's another pulled hit. All of Salvador Perez's hits have been pulled to left field. And here comes Don Mattingly, as that is going to be it, finally. And Cristopher Sanchez today just did not have it at all.
He gives up a career worst 9 runs to this point, and a career high tying worst 12 hits. It's the second time this year he's given up 12 hits in a game.
Yeah, tough day. This will.
Ketel Marte, for the first time in his career, has homered in 4 consecutive ball games. He's homered in 4 straight, 5 of his last 6. That's 17.
1 earned run, 2 runs on 1 hit, no walks, and 9 strikeouts for Turk Skubal. Just nice to see him get back to being dominating Turk Skubal, because this is the guy we're going to see a lot of the rest of the year.
7 scoreless innings for Cristopher Sanchez tonight, lowers his ERA to exactly 2.00.
It's a long home run for Junior Caminero. He's homered now in 5 consecutive games.
He has 8 home runs in his last 7 games. Those are video game numbers.
What a start for Cade Cavalli. Ends his night with an even 100 pitches, strikes out a career-high 13, and gets some love from his teammates and coaches.
So you could be a part of every home team win. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of Let's Go Phillies!
It's going to be Seth Johnson coming in this game, and he's coming in. His ERA is at 7.59. This will be the 11th game he comes in, and he immediately comes in, really before he throws any pitches. He throws a couple. He's going to call out the grounds crew here because they have all kind of problems with the mound. That's it. There's the issue.
That was the issue, huh?
Could have been. I don't think so. I don't think so. Bottom of the 4th inning here. It's 9-1 Royals on top. And his 12 hits, they just hammered Cristopher Sanchez. Phils have 1 on 6 hits. They do have an error, a costly error by Trey Turner.
You know, there was that error, but remember the play before on the ball Bobby Witt hit earlier in the inning. It was hit hard to his left 2 steps, and he had trouble getting it out of his glove. Stott did what he could to turn and throw to first, but it was late. That's a potential double play ball. Certainly not routine. You're talking about a super fast runner in Bobby Witt. But that's one play that, as you pointed out at the time, there was a slight bobble in there, and maybe that cost him. But the other one, of course, the one on the ball that Caglione hit, That's just a double play ball. It's a two-hopper to Stott. That should have been a 4.63, but Turner's throw to first went way wide of first base. And keep this in mind. We've talked about his ERA has gone from 2.00, Sanchez, all the way up to 2.62. If these two runs score, that ERA is going to go up to 2.76, 3/4 of a run in the middle of July for your ace starting pitcher. And well, talk about a hit to your Cy Young hopes and all that other stuff. Today is a huge hit for that.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. I don't think I've got one colored in thing on my bingo card.
Right.
With all of the weird stuff going on today with Sanchez, offensively as well. So it'll be Seth Johnson. Sanchez, 3 1/3 innings, gave up those 12 hits, 9 earned runs. He did have a walk, and that walk actually was the first hitter of the game. That might have been a little indication of what we were going to see from Cristopher. Only had 1 strikeout today, Cristopher Sanchez. And we're talking about Sanchez, who, when we talk about strikeouts, his strikeout percentage this year is the highest of his career. 28.6. He just didn't have it. Flat out. Jack Caglione now will be the hitter here, the first hitter against Seth Johnson. And there's going to be 2 runners on. Bobby Witt Jr. is on third. Salvador Perez, who is extremely slow on second base. 1 out in the inning. Infield back, straight up in the outfield. First pitch, and that is taken low for ball 1. Phillies defensively right now just trying to search for an out. They're just going to play to get outs, try to keep the ball in the infield. Out of the stretch, Johnson rocks and he fires, swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Caglione today, fielder's choice, and scored in the first inning and 3 unassisted in the second inning. He does have 14 home runs to his name. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball down and in. Take it. Count runs 1-2. Caglione ready, open stance, hands pretty high, elbows up high as well. Little waggle to the bat. The pitch, he checks his swing. They check the third base umpire. He didn't go. Caglione, all kinds of potential. He's one of those guys, too, with that last name. He's got all kinds of different nicknames. They call him Cags, Jack Tawney, Jack Hammer, the Vacuum, Lumberjack. It's too easy. 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball up high. That would have been a ball. That's a big strikeout there. 2 outs now.
Talking to Gabriel Rincones about him. He's known him since high school. They went to high school at Plant High School in Tampa together. And, Caglione was a great two-way player in college. And a lot of folks, Gabe said when they were in high school, there were a lot of people who thought, yeah, he's going to go to Florida and pitch. But not a lot of people thought he was going to turn out to be the hitter that he's turned out to be.
First pitch here to Nick Lofton. Misses off the plate. 2 runners on here. Runner on third, runner on second. 2 outs. Lofton today, couple of singles. Scored both times. Johnson very deliberate out of his stretch. Kicks and fires. That's low. 2-0 count. Hitter's count. Straight up in the infield against Nick Lofton. Opposite way in the outfield. The pitch. That is right down the middle, and he takes it for a strike. Slider at 89 miles an hour.
And you have to believe the folks on that Phillies bench, between Mattingly and Dusty Wathan and Caleb Cotham, they've got to already be thinking about how they map out Wednesday.
2-1 pitch. Fly ball the other way in the air. It's going to roll out of play.
I mean, normally on a day like today, you're going to go try to get one guy to eat up the bulk of it. You're down 9-1. Could be more before this inning is even done if you're not careful. But in this case, Tanner Banks is one of the few guys out there that's sort of stretched out. But he's stretched out with the idea that maybe he could handle the bulk on Wednesday.
2-2, 2 outs. Pitch to Lofton. Off the plate for a ball. Missed badly. Count runs full.
Johnson immediately looks down at his landing spot as if there's another problem with it. But
yeah, they came out and stamped it, put a bunch of clay in there, trying to fix it. 3-2 count, 2 outs, 2 runners on. The pitch, way off the plate and low in the dirt. Nice catch by JT. That's a walk. The bases now will be loaded.
I mean, you're right on right. You're a righty who throws close to 100 miles an hour. Why do you throw 2 straight breaking balls when you've got him at 2 strikes? It makes no sense to me at all.
Right. Didn't he do that yesterday?
He did that yesterday.
Yeah, same thing. Came in, the walks. That's one of the things with Seth. He's got the velo. He's got some pretty good movement to the slider. What he can't get is in the strike zone enough in critical times. Too many walks.
Well, and it just feels like it just feels like a player who might be afraid of his own fastball at this point, who doesn't have the confidence in it. And, I know on TV they keep showing these pictures of the mound, and maybe that's in his head or whatever. He's worried about the clay out there, but, it's 9-1. This game is not on the line. What they need is for him to get as many quick outs as he can.
Yeah.
And he needs to pitch with some confidence out there and go after these right-handed batters, because if he can't do it in this situation, I'm not sure when you can rely on him to do that.
Well, now he has to face Starling Marte from the right side. First pitch is in there for a strike, and that's another slider. Bases are loaded. Bobby Witt Jr. at third. Salvador Perez at second. Nick Lofton at first. 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning. Seth Johnson checks the runner at third. Hard look in. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Another slider. Back-to-back sliders. When you look at the Phils, through the first 4 innings, the Phillies have left 9 base runners, at least 1 in every inning. None for the Royals have been left. This would be a great opportunity here. 0-2 pitch. Fouled straight back.
Finally. What do you know? He's a little late.
Yeah. You talk about throwing the fastball?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of the message from Caleb Cotham when he went out there.
Maybe. Well, he's 0-2. 2 outs. Bases loaded to Marte. Rocks and fires. There's a little ground ball towards short on the backhand side for Turner. He flips it quickly to second base to get the runner. And the runner was just running through. No slide attempt at all. That's a kind of a new technique. Pretty good play there by Trey. Had to hurry. So Seth Johnson does come in and gets out of the jam. It has still been all Royals. As we're going to head to the top of the 5th inning, it is 9-1 Royals.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the
Foul ground, and he's got it! What a catch by Max Kepler! Wow!
Hook and Valdez comes up with it. Oh my!
Swing a soft ground ball towards third. Bichette on the backhand has it. Crossfires to first. Got him.
Bichette with the backhand play, the bouncing throw on 2 hops in time.
Ground ball hit to second. Diving play by Honer. Shuffles to second, and they get the force. Diving into right field. Bassana gets up and throws out Berger.
Ground ball hit to the right side. Diving stop to his left. Horner throw to first in time to get Tatis.
Freely coming on and dives. He caught it. Sproat loves it.
Shortstop Henderson diving.
Throws to first. Did they get him? Yes, they did.
Diving stop by Edmund to his feet. Long throw to first there in plenty of time.
To the right side, diving stop. Clemens finds the grip and gets the out at second base. The Sun, who's going to get it? Corona Brower makes the catch. Corona Brower having trouble again. Oh, he caught it again.
Both at 6:40 when the Phils take on the Dodgers. Grab tickets today at Phillies.com.
Capital One All-Star Village is the ultimate baseball fan experience you don't want to miss. Certainly isn't here today. Saturday, July 11th through Tuesday, July 14th. Head to Pennsylvania Convention Center to live entertainment, interactive games, MLB legends, and the best ballpark bites from across the league. Get tickets today at allstargame.com.
Derek Hill leads off for the Phillies here in inning number 6. And he does so against the new pitcher, right-hander Steven Cruz. And the first pitch from Cruz is a strike over the outside corner to Derek Hill. Phillies down 10-1. 0-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back.
The way that this game is going, it has not been going well. I really want to get a foul ball in our booth.
Yeah?
That would make things very exciting.
Okay.
So if you can make that happen. Just don't dive for it if it comes up here. Let me have it.
I'm not. It's all yours if it comes this way. Does seem to mean a lot to you.
It does, doesn't it? Too much.
Next pitch is a fastball for a called third strike. And Derek Hill down on strikes. The final line for Noah Cameron today, 5 innings pitched, a run on 6 hits with 5 walks, and it took 105 pitches in 5 innings. 31 of them in the first. But he's going to get a win. The pitch to Turner is swung on and fouled out of play. Barring a Braves versus Mets style comeback like yesterday.
Wasn't that crazy?
Sure was.
The Mets just stink.
They had to hang on for a 10-9 win. The pitch. 0-1, swinging a high bouncer past the mound, slowly hit. Rojas with a bare hand pick, can't make the play, and Trey Turner's going to get his 3rd hit of the day on an infield hit.
In that Braves game, wasn't it Baldwin? Rick Baldwin hit a grand slam in the last inning to get tight, to get that game back in contention.
Yeah, I think it was 10-3 going to the bottom of the 9th.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. He's been something. Catcher for the Braves.
Here's Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber 0 for 2 today with a couple of strikeouts and a walk. Takes the first pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. A run on 7 hits for the Phillies, 1 error. They've left 10 men on base. For the Royals, 10 runs, 13 hits, no errors. The pitch, swing and a miss. The Royals have left 3 men on base. Kyle Backus will be next. 1 out. Turner, the lead at first. The pitch is down low. The Reds did not officially give us a starter for tomorrow, but everybody seems to think it's going to be Andrew Abbott, the left-hander. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Schwarber checked his swing. No, he didn't, says Roberto Ortiz, and Schwarber gives him a wave.
Oh, they just toss.
Alan Porter has just ejected Kyle Schwarber.
Man.
And Schwarber can't believe it. All he did was throw his arm up in the air. Maybe he said something, but Ortiz made no motion whatsoever, and Porter ejected Kyle Schwarber. And Schwarber getting his money's worth right now, telling Porter what he thinks of that call. And Don Mattingly is out now as well.
Don needs to get tossed. I'd love that.
I just don't see where that's Alan Porter's place at all to make that determination.
Exactly.
But if Ortiz has a problem with it, so be it. But we did not get much of a Scott Berry type reaction from Ortiz down there at third base.
Well, it was definitely, I think he swung. I didn't see him, we're seeing the replay. I didn't see him say anything. He just flicked his hand. You got to have some thick skin than that. That's ridiculous.
I don't even know that it was a swing.
I don't know. That's fine, though. Get him off his feet. It's 10-1 for crying out loud. Just go in and relax. Ridiculous.
Here's Schwarber, or Harper, and the pitch swung on and fouled off. And it's 0-1. Harper 0 for 1 today with a pair of walks. 2 of the 5 walks issued by Cameron. 0-1 the count. The pitch. It's outside. Was that on your bingo card?
Nope. No. Man, I just stink at bingo.
One ball, one strike. The pitch. Harper takes. That's inside. 2 balls and a strike. Harper started to ask more and more now whether or not he'd participate in the home run derby. Pitch is a called strike. Said, I can tell you if I do, I'm going to go do it to try to win it.
Yep.
Not going to be in it just to have fun.
He had some great quotes when they were talking to him about, congratulations, it's your all-star game. He's like, it's not enough.
2-2. Way inside, goes to the backstop. Turner's going to saunter down to second.
Not sure there's another player you might know, but is there another player that's harder on himself that wants to, the numbers are here, they need to be better.
Oh,
my numbers, you know.
Bryce Harper told us himself, he's always chasing the ghost of himself.
Yeah. When he said that the other day, talking about it's not enough, I thought he was talking about a World Series.
3-2 pitch to Harper. And it's down low, ball 4. He's drawn another walk.
It's funny, his walk percentage is 14.4, 14.5%. So him and Schwarber back-to-back have 111 walks now. Together. They're like back-to-back in the top 10 when it comes to walks.
4th time that Schwarber's been ejected in his career. First time since that very memorable Sunday night ejection from Angel Hernandez. Here's a swing at a foul ball off the screen in which Schwarber spent a little bit of time getting in the face of Angel for one of his many poor calls that evening. That was back in 22. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch to Bohm, and it's in there for a called strike.
His 4th career ejection, his first since April 24th of 2022 versus Milwaukee, and 4th career ejection for Schwarber.
No balls, 2 strikes, the count. And the pitch. Swing at a high bouncer to third. Easy play for Rojas. He's got it. Tags Turner in the baseline. And that will retire the side. No runs on a hit. 2 left. Middle of the 6th. It's 10-1 Royals.
It's the bottom of the 9th. Bases loaded and your energy's running low.
I need a hit. Help me out, coach.
Forget the soda. Grab an Everfresh juices and juice drinks. It's blended from the finest quality fruit.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive! Superman hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game, the pitcher hits it out. A living, breathing statue, Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
He's a walking history book.
It's ridiculous what he does.
At Phillies.com.
Well, let's hit the Citizen stats leader. The Marlins' Yuri Perez retired the first 21 batters on 92 pitches yesterday versus the Athletics. Guess what? Marlins manager yanked him. Perez became only the 3rd pitcher since at least 1900 to be pulled from a perfect game of 7 innings or more, joining Rich Hill. That was in 2016, and Clayton Kershaw in 2022. Man, it is a tough job sometimes being a manager. I'm sure the heartstrings were being pulled. Citizens, the official bank of the Phillies.
wholesale changes for the Phillies, including on the mound where Kyle Backus takes over, as the Phillies have emptied the bench completely. So I don't know how they're not going to be able to get Garrett Stubbs a pitching appearance because he's at first base now.
It's fine.
Edmundo Sosa comes in to play shortstop. Turner's out of the game. The pitch is in there for a called strike. I guess there's one way they could, I'm trying to think of who they could have. Stott play short. Trying to think of it here. They've got Crawford still on the bench. That's all they have left. The pitch. Marchand is catching. Pitch is high. Rincones is in right. So the Phillies get Turner out of the game. They move Marsh to left. They get Harper out of the game. Schwarber's been ejected. So Crawford's going to hit there. There's a swing and a miss, right?
Yes. So, I mean, you started this process. I went right to the bullpen. Who could play? I mean,
nobody can play first base is what I'm. Or
Derek Hill? No, I don't think there's any way.
But because Crawford is DHing, but you'll lose the DH when you bring in a position player to pitch. There's a swing and a line drive to center by Witt, and Backus gives up the leadoff hit. 14 hits now for the Royals.
I think I haven't looked it up, and I probably won't, but I would guess Derek Hill would be my choice to move into the infield somewhere. Could you do that? Crawford would go out there, lose the DH. It's not going to happen. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
Because it's 10-1.
Here's a swing and a high fly ball by Perez. Center field. Hill is back with room, angling towards right center to make the catch. That'll bring up Jack Caglione. Jack was the best man in Gabriel Rincones' wedding, and he hosted Gabriel and his wife this week while they got to town on Thursday when the Phillies flew in after their series with Pittsburgh. Backus, lefty-lefty matchup here. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. I asked Jack, I said, what is something that a Phillies fan needs to know about Rincones? So, well, he's a tremendously hard worker. He's very devoted to his faith. He's an excellent hitter. He'll figure it all out. Next pitch, in for a called strike. And he closed by saying, and man, can he put away food.
He's a tremendous eater.
Backus, the pitch, and it's down low. Jack said, I offered, they'd come off the charter flight and they'd got to the house. He said, are you hungry? You need something to eat? He said, yeah, I could eat something. So they got some food. And then, by Saturday, when the game, they had an off day Friday. And by Saturday, he said, no, I got to go grocery shopping. He cleaned me out. The pitch. And that missed outside.
So our Independence Blue Cross player then should be Gabriel Rincones. He got all those good things. He works hard. He's a great guy. And, man, can he eat. Apparently. He's been hitting like crazy here as well.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. It's down and away.
Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com.
Way to put that in there.
Yeah. Thought that was clever. How about a ground ball right here? Right at Edmundo Sosa at short.
3-2. Backus. That's in there for a called third strike.
Good pitch.
And Caglione down on strikes. And that'll bring up Nick Lofton to the plate.
I had some friends in town that I went to dinner with from Washington State. There were 6 of them. I knew 2 of them.
So not close friends? I mean,
well, one of them.
They were friends of your friends.
Yeah, no, well, one was a friend of my dad's,
okay,
my father. The other one was actually a scout, Philly scout.
First pitch to Nick Lofton is in for a strike.
He was in the room with me when I signed in '91. He was not the regional scout, the big guy, but he was in that room and was telling the story of his memory of that whole signing day and everything. It was great to see him.
0-1. Ground ball, right side. Stubbs dives, can't get it. That'll be a base hit for Lofton. And he's on base for the 4th time today. 3 hits and a walk.
But when I went down to the bar to meet the guys before we went to dinner, and I said hi to everybody, and the one gentleman he's the greatest guy, my dad's friend more than anything, gave me a hug. And I said, hey, man, I gave him a hug. I didn't realize it was a full, long 5 to 6 second bear hug. And I was like, oh, we're doing that, are we? Okay. All right. And I felt so good after getting a hug.
The first pitch is in for a strike to Marte. You seem, getting to know you over the years, you seem to be a guy who's appreciative of his personal space. Right? The pitch, swing and a miss.
I like those big booths.
Yeah, I mean, you're not, you're not like totally weirded out by it, but you would, you're okay if everybody keeps their distance.
Yeah.
Nothing
wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with a little distance. A good hearty handshake.
0-2 pitch. And that's a little bit low. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I mean, Dalton was a hugger and a kisser. He kissed in the cheek, and but he high-fived me. He understood.
Oh, he knew that was
kinda.
Nice. Yeah, okay.
But there were times when I needed a Dalton hug, and I'd go to the locker.
1-2 pitch. And as a ball ripped up the middle, a base hit into center. Witt coming around third. He will score. And it's an RBI single for Starling Marte, his 2nd of the day. And the Royals add another run, as it's now 11-1. They've scored in every single inning here today.
Dave Hollins was a big hugger. And when I mean big hugger, he hugged a lot, and he was a very big man. So I didn't say no to Dave.
No, I wouldn't imagine you would.
No.
The pitch. That's inside. It is 11 runs on 16 hits today. 2 shy of the most hits given up this year by the Phillies. 1-0. And a ground ball, weakly hit left side. Bohm to his left. He's got it. Throw to first.
No chance. No chance against him. It's too fast.
You might as well play everybody in on the grass against this guy.
Well, you have to adjust. Adjust. I mean, I know he didn't hit it hard, and that's fine, but 3 or 4 steps in is okay. And that needs to come from your own decision. Don't look to the dugout for that. I mean, Otis Nixon was like that. Deion Sanders was like that. And
Tolbert just picked up his first career 4-hit game today. They sit Bobby Witt Jr. from shortstop, and Tolbert gets 4 hits. While Witt can take the day in DH. Here's Luke Maile, and he swings and lines one to left field, but straight away for Brandon Marsh. He'll make the catch. And that will do it for the Royals here in the 6th. 1 run, 4 hits, 3 left. We'll go to the 7th. It's 11-1, Kansas City.
Honey, did you invite the minions over?
Well, you know how we talked about getting Wi-Fi from Xfinity?
Yeah.
I ordered it this morning. It was online in minutes. Then they showed up.
So they just came over to...
Left center, Profar sprints over. Oh, he lost it. It looked like it was going to be a really good play for Jurickson Profar.
He did not see that ball. He didn't even come close to it.
These interactions between De La Cruz and Tito Francona have been priceless.
Come on, Ben. Okay, got it there.
Yes, indeed.
And the ball wasn't the only thing that landed in the basket.
What in the world happened out there to Jung-Hoo Lee?
That's wild. I mean, you don't see that in the big leagues.
Got a couple packs of Topps 2002. Gonna open them up and see who I played with.
Oh, Bartolo Colon. This is actually a pretty good pack. So I got a chance to play with Bartolo in Cleveland. Really good teammate, cool dude. It was fun, man. He was always a great hitter.
Woody Williams, probably one of the best Astro killers ever. You always enjoyed chewing the stale gum while you were looking for your heroes.
Center. Get tickets at allstargame.com. MLB trademarks used with permission.
Well, we are in the top of the 7th inning. Let me give you the PGW game summary. It's 11-1 Royals. 17 hits for the Royals, 7 for the Phillies. And Trey Turner does have 3 hits. Cristopher Sanchez just did not have it. 3 in the 3rd innings pitch. He just got shelled. It has been a really tough and horrible game. Might as well mention Kyle Schwarber did get tossed in this game. So that kind of gives you an idea of how it's been going as the Phils are way down here 11-1. PGW fueling the future.
Royals turn to Pennsylvania native Beck Way, who's on the mound. Right-hander delivers to Brandon Marsh, and the pitch is way up and away. Lou Trevino is warming up. And the pitch is outside. 2-0 count. Brandon Marsh, now the left fielder in this one. The pitch. And that one is a called strike.
Royals have scored in every inning.
I just said that.
I know I didn't include that in my summary.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of getting it in there after you as well. Reiterate it.
Pitch is strike called, and a challenge.
Batter is challenging the strike call.
Initiated by Brandon Marsh. And it's a ball.
Call's overturned. Philly has 1 remaining.
This is, another note that should be mentioned. Tyler Tolbert in this series is 6 for 6. Next pitch misses out a little bit high, and it's a walk to Brandon Marsh to lead off here in a 10-run game. 6 for 6 in the series.
I mean, let's see, his batting average now must be 270. I could look that up, I guess. He started today at 243. You go back at the opening series.
Try 317.
Oops. He was 200 in the first game.
Pitches in for a strike.
What has he got, like 30 at-bats?
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot.
Okay.
The pitch. Swing at a bouncing ball towards third, gloved by Rojas. Off balance throw to second for 1, on to first. And that's a double play. And is there something up with Sosa?
I don't know. He's not running very hard. But I didn't see Trey on his infield single running full speed either. Maybe they've been told with this game now to kind of take it easy. Please don't hold that against them. Sometimes that comes from the coaching staff where they tell them, hey, we don't need any pulled muscles or anything like that at this stage of the game. It does happen.
So there's a 5-4-3 double play.
I'm going to be honest with you. I thought he was off of second base on that double play.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Here is Stott. An infield hit and a walk today. The pitch. That's way inside. Phillies en route to their 3rd straight day game loss. Lost the series finale against the Pirates. Day baseball lost yesterday. Day baseball losing today. And 1-0. And that's a called strike. And the numbers playing out kind of as they always do for the Phillies offense during the day. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Stott way out in front of that one. Beck Way, who grew up out by Harrisburg, went to Cumberland Valley High School. Told the story over the weekend. He grew up going to some Harrisburg Senators games. Was there the night that Bryce Harper made his Double-A debut. He was just a kid. And Beck Way was watching that one. 1-2 in the pitch. It's up high. They have also now, in those 3 day games, scored a total of 4 runs. And they've been outscored 22-4. The pitch. Breaking ball. Just a little bit high. Maybe wants to challenge, but he's going to be wrong.
You know what I would do?
What would you do?
This is just me talking. I would, with those stats that you're talking about, the day games, I would make the guys take batting practice every day game. That's what I'd do. I used to hate that as a player, but we did it. Didn't matter. We did it. Boa had us out there. Fergosi had us out there, and as mad as I was, it woke us up.
3-2. And a ball ripped into right on the ground. A base hit for Stott, his second hit of the game.
Seems probably kind of silly to many people. I bet you the players down there are like, no, I don't need that. I don't need that. But I'm like, if you look at the numbers, it might not be a bad idea. It gets you out there. It gets you on the bus. It gets you here early enough to get out and get some work, get a sweat going, and your eyes adjust. And I don't know, I'll be honest with you, I don't know for sure how many times they haven't hit on the field, but a lot of guys hit in the cage. It's not the same.
Here is Rincones, and he takes first pitch out wide. As Rincones batting in JT's old spot. And the next pitch, that misses up high, 2-0. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball the other way. That's a base hit. A vacated third baseman spot. And Rincones, who came in fairly hot, didn't start today, but gets a late at bat here. He's got another hit.
That was beautiful. A little chopper the other way. Sit all game, and then you have to come in, get a hit.
And that's going to bring out the pitching coach, Ryan Sweeney, out to have a chat. And Derek Hill is about to come up.
We really haven't talked much about the water here. The fountains.
Water?
The fountains.
Yeah, the fountains.
They have, the fountains will go in between innings and they shut the fountain down, but they still leave, what do you call those? Waterfalls or?
Waterfalls.
Like, waterfalls. Don't go chasing them. But they continue to run the waterfalls in the outfield around.
I'm just ignoring that, by the way. I knew what you were doing.
It's fine. Come on, man. Give me a hug. But it's certainly a signature of this ballpark. It's cool.
Pitch is up high for ball one. I was talking to Jace, who is with the Royals, or with the Phillies social media. He grew up kind of near this area, and he said he grew up figuring that most every ballpark had a water feature.
Seriously?
Yeah, here's a swing and a foul at the plate.
That's the norm? That's the norm?
He just figured, I mean, if you grow up and this is the ballpark you know, and this is where you go to games and where you see games, you're like, oh, other teams must have a water feature, right?
That's like being in, what, Chase Field?
Well, this is the city of fountains, is it not?
Oh, yes. I thought it was the city of fireworks. The other day.
Yeah.
It could be.
They were aggressive.
Yeah.
There was some leftover speed shot off yesterday. 1-1 pitch after the game, and the pitch is inside. And they weren't quite done having their firework fun. I think I'm pretty much done having fun here. 2-1. Swinging a foul out of play to the right side.
Dusty, yesterday or 2 days ago, I was talking to Dusty about they're going to be building a new park downtown. I think it's downtown, I can say that. But I said, oh, he goes, yeah. He goes, this field, he goes, the problem with this particular stadium, he said, when you want to make a change here, let's say you want to add a phone line or I don't know, whatever, you can't because everything's buried in concrete.
2-2, swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Derek Hill down on strikes. That'll do it for the Phillies here in the top half of the seventh. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left. We'll go to the bottom of the seventh. It's 11-1 KC.
Hi, this is JT Realmuto from your Philadelphia Phillies. From style and value, you can.
There's so much history right here, and when I put it on, and it's so light. It just feels just right. It feels just right. I mean, look at this. It got the city on it. When I was 7 years old, my uncle takes me where? To Shea Stadium. Darryl Strawberry hits a home run, and I become a fan for life.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
And kids 14 and under receive a Chick-fil-A Phillies Big Chain. Secure your seats today at Phillies.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Philadelphia Phillies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Phillies.
At this point, I'm not sure we care. If you want to disseminate this information,
come on now.
Have at it. You have my blessing. I don't think you're interested.
You're going to get arrested.
Yeah. It is 11-1 Royals, and Lou Trevino's first pitch goes to the backstop. Here in the bottom of the seventh. Little KC barbecue sauce on the fingertips. I don't know. Maybe. Josh Rojas leading it off, the number 9 hitter. And Trevino's next pitch, breaking ball, stays up and away for a ball. They've got Cameron Meisner on deck to bat for Lane Thomas. Here's the 2-0. And a swing and a ground ball to first. Stubbs fields. He'll take it himself. 3 unassisted for Garrett Stubbs over there first base.
Do it all.
Phillies have given up runs in every inning today. Innings 1 through 6. First time that has happened to the Phillies since 2017 in a game against the New York Mets. They scored in innings 1 through 6. Here's Meisner to bat for Lane Thomas.
Speaking of the Mets, we can kick off the second half of the season at Citizens Bank Park as the Phils host the Mets for an NL East matchup Thursday, July 16th, 7:10 p.m., Saturday, July 18th at 4:05 p.m., and Sunday, July 19th at 1:35 p.m.
First pitch to Meisner, down low. Speaking of the Mets, that's where the Royals are headed. Going to New York to take on the Mets. Phillies headed to Cincy. Jesus Luzardo, or pardon me, Zach Wheeler against Andrew Abbott tomorrow. Pitches a ball, 2-0. Or Trevino against Meisner. The pitch, and it's down low. The pitch. That's taken. And it's down and away for ball 4. Royals with 17 hits today, which sets a new season high for Kansas City.
They have been taking it to the Phillies pitching staff.
Michael Massey off the bench to bat for Bobby Baseball, as they call him. Bobby Witt Jr. Trevino delivers. Pitch is down low. Rex Hudler was one who kind of hammered that nickname home. A lot of people had started calling him Bobby Baseball when he was a kid. Kind of a a high school legend and whatnot, but he really was hammering it home here. And one of the signature moments early in his career, pitch was up high, that he gave him, or really pushed that nickname, was when he hit his first career grand slam, which happened to be his first career walk-off home run. And he happened to hit it off Johan Duran.
Huh.
And Rex Hudler said, that's Bobby Baseball right there, folks. Pitch is a called strike. Now, Rex Hudler has known Don Mattingly for many years, and he actually reached out to Don after the fact and said, hey, is it okay if I call him Bobby Baseball? And Don Mattingly says, you call him whatever you want. Pitch is outside.
He hung up and he's like, did he really just call and ask me that?
I don't have ownership over the nickname or anything. But I asked Don about it today. He said, no, Rex actually did reach out to me and say, is it all right if I do this? Pitch, swing, and a miss on a ball in the dirt that bounds away from Marchand. Down to second goes Meisner.
But that is a great indication of not just HUD, but the times of when back when you played, you had that respect, that kind of respect for the numbers, the guys, the names. I don't think that happened a whole lot today.
Yeah, no, now they just pilfer your walk-up song like that.
Exactly.
You know? Here today, gone tomorrow. Runner in scoring position now with one out. The pitch is a breaking ball, misses high and wide.
I thought it was really interesting. I didn't realize that when George Brett had his famous bat incident got thrown out, that Don Mattingly was right there out there on the field at that time when all that was going down. He was a rookie at that time.
Well, here's Salvador Perez. The pitch, and it missed outside. Perez with a home run earlier today. He's also got a double and a single. Cycle watch. Pitch is in for a called strike.
I would like you to explain to me how he gets a triple. Like, where in this ballpark does that happen? He's so slow. I'm not trying to get on him.
1-1.
But I am.
Going to pop up foul. Well, yeah.
Right.
He's going to need some people to fall down. You know, Derek Hill crashes into the wall, chasing a ball in the gap maybe, knocks himself out. Marsh trips over his lifeless body. I don't know. I really don't.
The ball is underneath him.
Oh, here's a pitch way up over his head. He's trying to throw a breaking ball there and just keeps slipping out of his hand. It's happened a few times now. And the knockdown pitch to Salvi. Not quite sure there was
a breaking ball.
Yeah. So, yeah, and after Marsh trips over the body, I don't know. I mean, that gets him maybe to second base.
What's the next one?
I don't know. 2-2 pitch. And it hit it. And that was with a changeup. Salvi looks a little miffed, but
Lou was apologizing right away.
Yeah.
Especially in this particular, it's 11-1. I mean, it's nothing intentional, nothing like that, not even close.
But Caleb Cotham is going to go out and talk to Lou Trevino here.
You know, I was talking to Lou the other day, and he was telling me, it might have been during the last time he threw, he's notoriously had an issue with his back, and basically at any time it kind of spasms on him a little bit. It's not a hard spasm, but it's enough to bother him. It's like, yeah, sometimes it could come and go. He goes, the problem is that sometimes it takes 2 to 3 days to kind of work itself out. Well, if you're a team and in his particular role, it's like, well, you can't really wait 2 or 3 days, so you have to make this decision. He goes, in the past, they used to just put me on the injured list, but he goes, I don't want to do that. That's too long. And I think he's probably feeling fine today. He hasn't pitched very much.
Well, here's Jack Caglione, and he's got the bases loaded with 1 out. After the visit to the mound by Caleb Cotham. Trevino at the letters. And the pitch. And it's grounded. Right side. It's through. It's a base hit. 1 run is home. Everybody moves up 90 feet. And the Royals have now scored in all 7 innings this afternoon. 18th hit of the day for the Royals. It's 12-1 Kansas City, and we're only in the 7th. Here comes Nick Lofton. The pitch. It's low. Ball 1.
Lofton was a first-round pick in 2020 out of Baylor. Baylor Bears.
The pitch. Down low.
Yesterday, the Phillies, including Aaron Nola on the field to start that game, had 7 first-round picks on the field yesterday.
The pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards first. Stubbs fields it, steps on first. That's the only play. Another run is in. RBI for Lofton. 13-1. And that'll bring up Starling Marte, who is a 2 for 4. So I believe this is only the 2nd time in franchise history, going as far back as 1901, the Phillies have done this. It's a swing and a miss. And I don't know how many times I've had to say this year, but you get into a game and you go to the ballpark, and again, something you've never seen before. The pitch. Fouled back. And in this case, unless you're around on June the 1st of 1923, you've never seen the Phillies give up runs in all of the first 7 innings of a game. You have not seen it. Unless you're 100 and something years old. Pitch is down and away. Not even that World War II veteran out here, the 100-year-old guy the other day. He wasn't around then. He didn't see it. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, it's inside. The New York Giants scored in all 9 innings against the Phillies in 1923 in a single game. 2-2. And it's fouled away. This game, of course, won't go 9 innings of offense for the Royals. Again, not on the bingo card. 2-2. 2 outs, 2 on. And the pitch. Swung on, ripped foul down the third base line. 13 runs allowed, matches the most runs the Phillies have given up in a game this year. They allowed 13 runs on the 30th of March to the Washington Nationals. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. And that is in there for a called 3rd strike. And the frame comes to a close. 2 runs on just 1 hit. 2 were left. We'll go to the 8th. It's 13-1 Kansas City.
This summer, the Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich and Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite are back at Chick-fil-A.
It's back. We've been waiting. I love that Honey Pepper Pimento Sandwich.
And that Pineapple Dragon.
You know, sitting beside Mike in the clubhouse, he's a huge card guy. Just watching him go through boxes and boxes of cards, I kind of got a little bit of the itch. You rip a pack and you just kind of get what you get and see what you see.
Yeah, so see what we got. Jose Ramirez.
Ready for Peralta.
Look at this one here, Joe. This is...
Oh, yeah. Keep that off to the side right there. Man, you got to rock, paper, scissors.
Go against him.
1 of 25, Andrew McCutchen. This is absolutely beautiful. That is fantastic.
Well, this is the most famous jersey in baseball, right? The Yankee pinstripes, the interlocking NY, and the midnight navy. I was a Yankee fan growing up my whole life, die hard. and became a free agent after 7 years with the Rockies, and I wanted to be a Yankee so bad. Putting this jersey on for a headshot for the first time, it felt different than any other shirt I'd ever put on in my career.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
And the operating engineers 825 are ready to get to work building our future.
It's always a must-see matchup when the Dodgers visit Philly. They make their only trip to Citizens Bank Park to take on the Phillies Monday, July 20th at 7:10 p.m. and Tuesday, July 21st and Wednesday, July 22nd, both of those at 6:40 p.m. It's a series you don't want to miss. Secure your tickets today at Phillies.com.
Some switching around defensively for the Royals as Jose Quas is now on the mound. Royals have a 13-1 lead. Rafael Marchand batting for the first time after all those offensive changes. They'll line up a little different defensively, I should say. Next pitch misses outside. So Meisner stays in the game. He'll go to center field. Collins, who ran for Perez, he's going to go to left field. The left fielder Marte goes to right field. And the right fielder Caglione takes over at first base as Rafael Marchand takes a strike. Quas with a pitch and a swing and a miss. Phillies, by the way, have had runners on in every inning. Right?
Yes. Well, I know that they've left a runner on in every inning.
They've left 14 runners on base today. The pitch is swung on and fouled away. The Phillies do have 9 hits today, which is actually kind of an improvement over what they've done in a lot of their other day games. Two. Swung on, line to left. Coming on for it is Collins. He'll make the grab. One away. And here comes Justin Crawford, who pinch hits but serves as the new DH. Subbing in for Kyle Schwarber, who was ejected for the 4th time in his career by the plate umpire for a gesture he made towards the third base umpire. And when I say gesture, please don't get the wrong impression. If you weren't watching it or didn't see it, it was no big deal. Here's a swing and a miss. It was a ridiculously overreactionary decision by the plate umpire in a game that was well out of hand. The pitch is up and away. In my opinion, Stock, it was a bit of an overreaction.
Huge.
Okay.
Huge.
I'm not. You don't have
shy.
to agree with me. We don't have to hug it out or anything. There's a swing and a foul down the third base line. Because I know how you are.
No, let's not start that now.
That's okay. I'm not either.
Is that what it is? I'm like, why does he never give me a hug?
1-2 is up high.
Scott's not a hugger.
Yeah, not doing that.
Right. By the way, I do need to thank you and Greg Murphy. This might be an appropriate time. Last night, it was late. Not really late, but
the pitch, swing and a miss.
Series of circumstances. I was in my room and you guys were down, and I texted Murph and said, "Hey man, is there any way you could bring up just a glass of wine? It just sounds really good." And he was like, "Yeah, sure." And it was really nice of you guys. He came up. But what was even better was when I heard you guys outside the hallway. You didn't know my room number, so all I heard was Stalker, Kevin Stalker.
Figured that we knew you were somewhere in that hallway, one of those rooms. Here's a swing and a foul ball back, and it turned out it was way faster than standing in the hallway, texting you, saying, "Hey, what's your room number?"
Yeah,
and waiting on your response.
It was. I got up and sprinted to the door when I heard
you're
it.
like, "Oh, there's my wife."
There it is.
And next pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, Murph's got your back. We know that. Breaking ball is outside. 2 balls and a strike here on Stubbs. Garrett bats for the first time. Harper in this spot was 0 for 1 with 3 walks today. The pitch. Stubbs swings, pops it foul, coming back into the seats. Down and to our left. Two balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, when we were having dinner, Murph and I, and Murph said, I need to get a extra glass of wine to bring it up to Stock. I said, has Stock never heard of room service? 2-2. And that's up and away. And turns out you did. And his name is Greg.
Yeah. So great. And I gave him a tip.
3-2 pitch hit in the air, shallow left field, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And Garrett Stubbs.
Anyway, Stubby.
10th hit of the day for the Phillies. And with that, let's pause for station identification here on the Phillies Radio Network. With Kevin Stocker, I'm Scott Fransky with you here in Kansas City today. Don Free is our engineer here in the booth. Justin D'Orazio back in our studios as Bohm takes a strike. Don Free, who for about a gazillion years worked down the hall, and the 32 years worked in the Royals radio booth. And now he's got a little more of a more relaxed schedule, if you will, now. Pitch is outside. 32 years in the Royals booth as their engineer and producer. I think the first time I met Don Free was I was doing games for the Rangers. The pitch is inside. And I walked into the booth. They share the complex in spring training in Surprise, Arizona back in the early 2000s. Walked in here the other day. I said, man, you're still doing this? 2-1. In there for a called strike, but it's nothing like Denny Matthews, who's still doing this, the voice of the Royals down the hall, radio voice of the Royals, who has been on the microphone for 56 years. The pitch, swinging a foul back into the screen. He's in his mid-80s, and he still does all the home games.
Wow. Hall of Famer?
Well, definitely a Royals Hall of Famer. I think. I don't know.
Kansas City Royal Hall of Famer.
He won the Frick Award. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 2-2, and it's fouled away. First base side out of play. He had never heard of a bomb pop. You know, little ice cream.
I've seen them.
That looks in the.
Yes.
Apparently, they originated here. They were saying the other day. But he had never heard of it. They got into a random conversation on the air about these red, white, and blue ice cream pops. Here's a swing and a miss by Bohm at a high fastball on the side is retired. And so they had an on-air trial of trying out bomb pops on this 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Royals lead it 13-1.
Hey, Phillies fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket market.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Center field, back goes Kmitch to the warning track, leaps and he has it, he falls over the fence. Kmitch fell over the fence as he made the catch, but since he left the ballpark, it's a home run. You've got to stay in the park. Let's give it the old college try.
What a great effort.
Thursday, July 16th at 7:10. Saturday, July.
Ketel Marte, for the first time in his career, has homered in 4 consecutive ball games. He's homered in 4 straight, 5 of his last 6. That's 17.
1 earned run, 2 runs on 1 hit, no walks.
Stubbs will do the pitching here, and you were right, Stock. If you were going to guess, you said it would be Derek Hill, and Derek Hill is going to be the one to play first base. They lose the DH, and Justin Crawford goes to center, and Garrett Stubbs will make the pitching appearance here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Phillies have allowed runs in every inning today. They're down 13-1. It's only the second time in team history that they've given up runs in the first 7 innings of a game. And the first pitch to Tolbert is in for a strike. Now, something else to keep in mind, Tolbert is 6 for 6 in the series. The pitch, and it's swung on, line to center, and that's a base hit. He is 7 for 7 in this series, and the last player to do that to the Phillies in a series 7 for 7 or better was Stan Musial in 1948.
I mean, now you're going to tell me it's Musial and Tolbert in the same.
Oh. 5-hit game. And the pitch is down low.
That's impressive, though.
The pitch, and that's a strike called. The 2022, the last time the Royals had a 5-hit game.
This is the part of baseball right now I can't stand. Just can't stand this.
The position player pitching.
Yeah, it's the one. There's been a lot of changes in baseball, and all those. I can get on board with those. I just don't like this.
Next pitch is up high, and Maley walks, and so there are 2 on.
I mean, you're telling me that Trevino couldn't go 1 more inning? I'm not.
I'm with you.
I know.
I'm with you. Here's the pitch, and it's outside to Josh Rojas.
It is what it is. It doesn't do any good for me to complain, right? Just watch it. Watch Stubbs work. There you go.
And the pitch is swung on, popped up. Stubbs, like a cat, he's off the hill. He's taking charge. He makes the play in foul territory. There's 1 away.
Now, Derek Hill at first base does not have any starts in the infield in his
he's got
career.
no appearances according to what we've been able to see.
Okay.
No idea of the minors, maybe. First pitch is low to Meisner. And next one, big swing, no contact. I got none showing up in the minors either. The pitch, Meisner takes, and the 1-1 is a strike. No challenges. Just play some baseball here, folks.
You don't challenge now.
They can't. 1-2, and the heater. A little late on it, fouls it off.
The heater.
82. The pitch, and it's swung on, hit high in the air, right field. Rincon is fighting the bright sun. Now to his right, he's under it. He'll make the catch. Tolbert is going to tag and go to third base.
I don't know why he's tagging and going anywhere. Should just be standing there, station to station here. I get it if it's for an RBI, that's different. But
yeah.
Okay, enough of that, right?
1 more man to get. Michael Massey, and the pitch floats up there, and it misses a little bit high. Garrett Stubbs is his 3rd pitching appearance this year, and he's trying to keep that ERA spotless. The pitch, swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Stott dives, can't get it. It's a base hit, and the Royals score in every inning in the game. How about that? 14-1. The Royals lead it. They've scored in all 8 innings today. That was their 20th hit of the afternoon. Most runs the Phillies have allowed in a game all season. Stubbs delivers, and the pitch is punched through the right side. That's a base hit. And 90 feet forward goes Maley. We'll stop at third. And that'll bring up Jack Caglione. And the pitch. And he rips one into right. That's a base hit. Maley will score. And it's 15-1.
It's a season high 15 runs for the Royals.
Season high 15 runs scored for the Royals. Was the wine good?
It was great. Oh, it was so great.
Do you have any left over? I could try right now.
Hang on, let me text Murph.
Here's a high fly ball to center. Crawford is back and waiting. He'll make the catch. And the side is retired. Royals score in every inning of the game. And we're going to the 9th. It's 15-1, Kansas City.
It's a tight one here at Philly. Bottom of the 9th, 2 outs.
Ma! The basement's flooded again. Oh, the sump pump's throwing a no-hitter.
Looks like your home's plumbing just threw.
I remember the first series I had, the first home run I hit was a grand slam against Seattle, which was the team that I had played for the year before. As we know, Cleveland can get a little cold, so I would wear the dark blue long sleeves. And for some reason, this jersey, I always liked my jersey a little longer. The reasons for it, for a little padding, so when I would slide, I wouldn't get all patched up and roughed up.
One, two. PGW, fueling the future.
No.
Brandon Marshall lead off here in the 9th inning. Phillies on their way to losing a series to the Kansas City Royals, who started this series with the worst record in baseball. They don't have that moniker anymore as the pitch is down low as they pass the Angels. I wish I could give you some other scores to talk about something different, but I can't. But if I could, it would be brought to you by Oliver Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. You'll feel the difference. Brandon Marsh pops up the pitch from Jose Quaz. He'll make catch in left. Will Collins, there's one away. Phillies today give up the 15 runs. They allow runs in every inning, and we've been saying it, but this is only as far back as 1901, as far back as a Sport Radar could check for us. This is only the second time ever that a team has scored in every inning of the game against the Phillies. The pitch fouled off. The only other time it happened was the New York Giants did it to the Phillies in 1923. Pitch to Sosa is up and in from Quas. And in that case, the Giants scored in all 9 innings of the game. 1-1. Swung on, popped up. Foul over on the third base side. Giving it a look near the dugout is Rojas, but he's got no play. That's into the dugout. That was on June the 1st of that year. And it was a game that the Giants ended up winning 22-8 in front of 1,500 people at Baker Bowl. One and two, the count, the pitch. Fouled off. They had 22 runs on 23 hits that day. And the line score looked like this for the Giants. Scores by inning: 4-2-1, 1-5-5, 1-2-1.
I think the home plate umpire just took one off the noggin here.
And
got hit right in the forehead.
Some help from the Royals trainer comes over. The other umpires come in as well. Phillies, by the way, that day covered that game with 4 pitchers. That's all they needed. And the Phillies scored 8 runs on 15 hits in that game, so it wasn't like they still played it in under 3 hours. The pitch swung on, hooked down the left field line, but it's foul. But I think for the times in 1923, a 2-hour and 47-minute game probably felt like a marathon.
Yeah, of course. That was on June 1st?
June 1st.
1923.
The pitch. Ground ball, hit to third.
Wow.
It's picked by Rojas. And Sosa again jogging down the line. He'll be thrown out.
Yeah, you know, 2 years later to the day, June 1st, 1925, Lou Gehrig started his streak. Consecutive games played. That happened on June 1st.
Well, 2 up, 2 down. And here's Stott. He's been on base 3 times today. The pitch is a breaking ball that's in for a strike. If Stott is retired here, this would be the only inning today in which the Phillies didn't reach base safely, as they've left 15 runners on base today. The pitch, and it's outside. The pitch. It's up high.
By the way, one more thing, and I'll be done.
What do you got?
Same day, June 1st, 1943.
43 or
oh, yeah.
23?
Oh, that's later. 43. You're right. Doesn't matter.
Swing and a miss by Stott. And this one is thankfully finally over.
Yes.
Royals score in every inning. Only the second time in franchise history the Phillies have allowed runs in every single inning of a game. Dating as far back as we can check to 1901. 15-1, the Phillies lose to the Royals today, and they lose the series to the Royals. And now it's on to Cincinnati.
Well, Cincinnati games, all 3 of them are night games. So there's the first thing. You got to think about that. You're going to miss Hunter Green, it looks like. That's a positive note as well. These games do happen. This was an absolute joke of a game. The players will tell you the same thing. Never in it. You just have to